My hair always looks so weird. So I'm going to be reviewing the new Hourglass Airbrush Concealer. It's the same line of the Vanish Liquid Foundation and the Vanish Stick Foundation. So I've never really tried either of these two, and I'm going to be reviewing the two of them and see how they play together and see how they work. The concealer retails for $34 and the foundation retails for $56. So Hourglass is definitely luxury makeup. Okay, so I'm not wearing any foundation, as you can tell. I have like 3 new pimples around here. So since this foundation is full coverage, I'm excited to see if it covers. The packaging is really pretty. It's glass and it's like a frost color with a pump. This is really beautiful off the bat, so I'm really excited to try it. The concealer has the same kind of packaging, it's the same line, but this one is obviously plastic. What kind of shape is this? How would you describe this shape?
Q-tip.
Let's start with one pump. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. There we go. Wow, it's super liquidy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm gonna do one side with the sponge and then one with a brush. Start with the sponge. I'm gonna need a second layer probably, just to tap it. So I don't know, it did cover pretty well, but I don't know if it's extremely full coverage or how many layers you need to make it full coverage, but it could also be the sponge, because using a sponge just makes everything look a lot more natural and sheer. It feels kind of, it just feels really thin. I put some in the brush. I'm just gonna go directly into my face. I feel like that's giving me more coverage. Just going directly with the foundation on the brush. Underneath, I just have a serum. I don't really have much on. I didn't put a moisturizer because I really wanted to try how effective it is on its own. I feel like it looks like it's my skin and it doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels super weightless. What I am worried about is that my super oily skin might just break it apart, so we'll test that. I'm putting this on at 2:30, but now I'm gonna try the concealer. This says it's full coverage and like 16-hour wear, so I'm not gonna do like an aggressive swipe. I'm just gonna put a couple of dots. One here and then one here. This concealer might be a little too dark for me. Comparing the two eyes, this area does look a lot more awake. It also doesn't look super matte or super radiant. It's a very natural finish. I don't really feel like you need a lot with this concealer. I think that a little goes a long way. So I'm gonna use like a concealer brush that I always use on the other side. Just those 3 dots, a little bit here, and then a little bit on my chin. The wand is kind of weird. This will probably be one of the best applications. So that looks really good. I think the concealer might be like my go-to. I feel like the foundation might still be moving a little bit. I don't really know if you need to set this with powder. Okay, so it says that you don't need a primer, but it does tell me that I need to set it. So let me go look for a powder. Okay, so it does say that I need to set it. So I have this Powdered by Milk. Okay, so I just set my foundation because it says that I need to set it. I'm not crazy about that because I usually try to avoid powder. Even though I'm really oily, I just don't like it. So that whole baking thing, I don't like it. It tends to leave my eyes feeling a little bit too tight. So now that it's set, I really do think that it would stay a lot longer this way. On the foundation, I'm wearing Shell, and on the concealer, I'm wearing Cedar. They kind of go pretty well together. I'm gonna finish my makeup and then I'll be right back with some final thoughts. I did a very quick, simple makeup. I just wanted to see how a couple of products wore. First impressions, I absolutely really liked how it wears, how it looks. It looks natural. I don't love that I have to set it. That kind of throws me off. The concealer wears really pretty. It doesn't accentuate my fine lines, but it doesn't really blur them either. I really like the concealer. I would definitely be using this a lot more. The foundation, since I have to set it, I'll probably use it for special occasions or maybe going out at night. But for every day when I'm kind of in a hurry, I don't really want to be setting my foundation. So keep that in mind. If you don't set it and you touch your face, it will completely smear. It's very thin and it feels very lightweight on my skin. I don't feel like it's super full coverage. It did cover most of my acne spots, but the most prominent red ones that are kind of like fresh and new are still there. What else does it claim? It's supposed to be waterproof, transfer proof, and sweat proof. It won't be transfer resistant if you don't set it. Let's get a napkin and see if it's transfer resistant. The napkin is pretty much super white, so yeah, so I guess it is transfer resistant once you set it. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you on the next one. So this is my face after 3 hours. I've been wearing glasses, but I don't usually put foundation on my nose. But you can tell I have oiliness around here, and my pores are showing. That is like a problem area, but I'm gonna use this napkin to blend. And that really helped. And there's not really too much foundation. So yeah, I'm ready to go again.